The city life comes with quite a lot of stress, with all the hustle and bustle that happens, with all the traffic you get to experience when you're in the midst of the city centers. But sometimes one just want to take a break and go to these villages or these interior communities where you get to inhale some very good fresh air, surrounded by some green trees, and just relax yourself a bit. Yes, at the beginning of this year, my wife and I actually decided that we are going to pay visits to communities around the Enugu state more often, and then an opportunity came for us, so we decided to take a trip today from Enugu town to Ugbo, which is considered the town on the hills, which is fast becoming a tourist destination for most people who visit Enugu state for the purpose of hiking and just enjoying the hilly landscape of Enugu state. But beyond that, we actually visited for their festival. They're actually doing a festival which attracted lots of people from different parts of the countries and even outside the country for the festival. It's called the 8th grade festival, so I can't pronounce the name in Igbo, forgive me. So we actually published that video already, so you can check our video catalog for that particular video. But trust us, we didn't just come for the festival. We must give you a bit of what it takes to live in the village and how the village people are coping, and how I actually wish to be visiting this place once in a while just to have this fresh of breath air. So you can see the view from every point you stand in these communities. You are seeing a very mountainous view across everywhere. So now it's as if we are sloping down. By the time we get to the point where we are still considered to be on top of a mountain again. So Ugbo town is actually made up of 3 autonomous communities, and it's made up of Ugbo Akpala, Ugbo Nabo, and Ungenugbo. So I hope I pronounced that correctly. And each of these autonomous communities also have some smaller communities in them. So it's actually, Ugbo is actually a combination of 3 communities put together. So if you are seeing our video for the first time and you are from this community, do well to let us know in the comment section, and also do well to click on the subscribe button, also turn on notification bell to be part of our big family. And for returning subscribers, as always, thank you so much. We appreciate your love for our channel. So we'll be touring the whole of these places like we mentioned earlier. So we'll be going to those other smaller communities around this place. The distance are not so far apart, but I can tell you for a fact that if you want to trek these places you are seeing these guys trekking now, you are going to gasp for breath. I'm telling you, they are literally climbing the mountain, and they are coming from their various communities to this festival that we came to attend in this community. And it's so easy for them. And I was telling a friend of mine who is from this region that I think everybody in this village should be fit and strong, because they do their farm work, they roll their bicycle, they ride their bikes, even on these hills. I can tell you, even me driving around the town, there are some certain part of the hills that you know that, yes, the pressure is on your car to actually push through the hill. So one interesting thing again I must mention about these autonomous communities around Ugbo is the fact that, good road network, I must say. I think whoever is representing them is trying to do some auction road for them, and good signage system as well as seen. Though there are a few roads here and there, even though the person taking us on a tour across these various communities said we are trying to use the shortcut to boycott into other communities, so we don't use the major road. But the major road leading to these communities are all very good, and kudos to whoever is representing them at the federal level. Great job is doing. And like I mentioned earlier, if you want to hike in Enugu state, this is one destination that whoever you contact must bring you to. Yes, it's no news that Enugu is a city on the hill. The state is considered to be on the hill. So, but this part of Enugu particularly is strategically located such that every movement you make, you are climbing the hill. So quite some very serene views, I must tell you. Everywhere is looking so green with some pinch of of houses in strategic location. The air feels so different from us, from the ones we feel in the city. It's just so relaxing. So you can see the hill these guys are climbing. That was one thing that really caught my attention in this community. So if you are from this community, let me know. Did you actually grow up here? And did you climb these mountains? And did you go to farms like these? And how was the experience for you? And how is your leg? My friends that came from here, I can literally tell that they are from this community because they're really looking slim and looking fit. They are not fat. So I can also say that people from these communities don't add body at all because the work they are doing to move around the communities alone is enough to keep them very, very, very fit. So that is quite awesome. This is just one part of Agwu. Agwu is quite a very big local government that has other parts of it. This is just one section of Agwu. Like I mentioned earlier, we used some connecting roads that were not so good, and this is one of it. And like I said, my friend said that we're just trying to use this to connect, but the major roads are all good. So that is it. So the festival is one thing I also appreciate the people for. I think they are very rich in culture as well around this part of Agwu, because this community was considered to be one of the biggest community festivals they are doing, because it is held once in every 3 years. So if you are from here, it's the age grade festival. So if you are from here and you've done this festival, go check our previous video for an update on the one they just did in 2024, and also give us your experience in the comment section. I said so that they are rich in culture because we were opportune to see a couple of persons who even flew down from US. In fact, their parents sent them down from US to come and partake of this festival. That shows how the parents value their culture and value their traditions, to have sent their kids down. More than 6 kids came over from the US to partake of the festival. And even the proceedings for the festival period, or the ceremony, was quite very strenuous. If you watch that video, you see that they are pretty fit. So you could see lot of movement, jumping around. They said a 3 days program, that there was 1 day dedicated for them to move around these 3 autonomous communities. Like I mentioned earlier, the people moved with their leg across these communities. And even what they displayed the day of the ceremony that we visited, it was, the energy was too much. I was telling my friend, are you sure these people will not oversleep or some will even fall sick at the end of this proceeding? But I said no, they'll get themselves back after the whole process. Just go and watch that video. You understand the experience I am talking about. So if you love village life, or you love staying in places like this, do well to let us know in the comment section. And if you want us to also visit your village, do well to drop your address. You can DM us on Instagram or Facebook or at TikTok. We'll respond to you, and we'll find time to come and visit your community and even spend the night with you if you want. So we're looking forward to that feedback in the comment section. For those seeing our videos for the first time, you are welcome to Arlin TV. Kindly do what to click on the subscribe button. Also turn on notification bell to be part of our big family. And for returning subscribers, as always, thank you so much. One thing I also noticed about this town, and even the place considered to be more or less like the headquarters, the Ugbo itself, is that there is no single bank structure in this community. There is no bank at all. And I was asking the resident there, they said most times they have to journey down to Enugu to do their transaction. And just to give you a bit of the direction, it's actually located off Enugu Port Harcourt Express. It's about 30-35 minutes drive before you divert into Ugbo town from Enugu Port Harcourt Express. Then from there you can navigate across all the autonomous communities surrounding Ugbo town. So it's just along Enugu Port Harcourt Express. So there's no banking system there. So it's just the POS vendors that are more or less like the king of financial institutions in this community. And again, there is no filling station. So it's just the roadside people who sells with their gallon that you have around here. Though it's quite understandable because the major means of transportation around here is bike. Just few cars you see around, and bike don't really consume much fuel, so they can easily buy 1 liter from those vendors and just do their thing, so that is quite understandable. And again, to mention one of the major agricultural produce I observed that they have here, I saw a lot of plantain trees. I saw them also doing oil in some specific compound, so that's palm oil. So those are the two things I strategically noticed around here. So if they are pretty cheap, we will sure come and visit and patronize the community, or the day of their market, come and buy some of them at a very good price. So we just arrived at Ugbo. This is one of the communities under Ugbo. I hope I got it correctly. So we're going to drive down to their town hall to just give you guys a view of how it looks. So everywhere is quite steepy, and I can't wait to visit the community again. Like I said earlier, if you're from this community, please do well to rep in the comment section. I believe it will be good to connect with your people. It will be good to say, oh, this is where I grew up from, or this is where I was before. It will be interesting to see. So we look forward to all of those comments in the comment section, and also do help us share the video so your other community people can get to see it. So much. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us on this ride around Ugbo town, or Ugbo community, so to say. We really do appreciate it. So check out our TikTok, do where to follow us. Check out our Facebook, do where to follow us. We also drop content like this there, and not just on YouTube. So we'll be looking forward to your feedback, looking forward to your comments in the comment section. So down this slope now is the community center, where they do all their meetings. Both the youth and the elderly do all of their meetings around here. So guys, even a poster of those who are doing the age grade is actually here. So thank you so much, guys. We'll catch you all in our next video. Bye.